What's up, guys? It is Tuesday, July 29th. If you're new here, I am Jonathan. I'm the owner of Florida Turf Bros. I help lawn care businesses basically just run profitable businesses. I'm always just trying to do stuff to help you guys out. In this video, what we're going to do is we're going to go through a real-time mow, and I've had some people ask me about why we actually use the standers. I recently had done a video on that, but people wanted to see a little bit more of on in the field actually mowing, and I actually pulled off the big stander here just to show you the difference between the two. This yard right here, it does not need the large stand-on mower. So see how small it is. This is a 52-inch stander, and then on the trailer, which I'll pull off momentarily, is a 36-inch stander. Now the reason that we run the 52 and the 36, everybody has their own opinions about what's the best combo, but for me, the 52 and 36, the reason that I've picked that is because the blades are interchangeable. The blades on the 52 fit the blades that are on the 36, so I don't have to carry multiple sets of blades in the truck. If I look over there and I got blades laying in the truck, it doesn't matter what mower it is. All of our blades fit all of our mowers because all we have is 52s and 36s. So just from like a continuity standpoint, it really is nice to not have to worry about managing multiple sets of blades and looking at them and be like, well, does this fit on the big mower or the small mower? Is this a 30-inch blade or a 32-inch blade? It doesn't matter. They're all the same. So anyways, we're switching over here to the 36, and that's really what the point of this video is about. This mower right here was actually my first stand-on mower, and it's still going. I think there's about 1,600 hours on this thing, and I've done very, very minimal maintenance to this. There's not no ad for Gravely or anything, but I have been very happy with the mower. It cuts extremely well. It's a must-have. Now, I want to talk about a few things with the standard mower. People always ask, should you get a 36-inch first, a 52-inch first? And I want to explain to you what I did and why I did it that way. I started with a 36 because, as you can see right here, this is a prime example of lawns in my market. All right, my ideal lawn, which I identified pretty early on in my business, has small lawns, and they have small gates. You see this? I mean, you can got an inch to spare on either side there. Now you ask me, you say, why are small lawns your ideal lawn? Because that's where we're getting the best margin. If I charge $45-50 for this lawn, and I'm in and out of it in 13 minutes, which you'll see here in the video, it's probably less than that. That's very, very good margin. So to answer your question, that's why this is our ideal lawn. And I started with a 36 because I wanted to ensure that I could get into the backyard of anybody who called with a small yard. That was very important to me. Now, there's some guys in our market that they don't run any 36s, okay? What they do is they only have 52s or 48s and above, and their philosophy is, if it's a small gate and I can't get my big mower in it, I don't want it. I want to keep my big mower running all day, and I don't want to have to deal with having another mower. I understand that. I understand what they're trying to do, but you got to run the math. If the math says that investing in a small mower allows you to pick up all of these lawns that a lot of lawn care companies are just glossing over, and the 36 allows you to cut those types of lawns that you get the best return on, like the best bang for your buck, the highest ROI, the biggest profit margin, why would you not invest in a 36-inch mower? Now, if you are in a market where all you cut is just wide open, there's no sense in you having a 36. But I'm saying if you're in a market that has small back lawns, I am going to go out on a limb and say all of those homes in that market is where you are going to have the highest return on your investment with your mowers. So I tell those guys, they know who we are in the area. I say, hey, you don't want those small 36-inch lawns that you need a small mower. You just want to run your big mower. So send those to me, and I'll send you the big ones. Yeah, I'm more than happy to do that. It's wonderful. It's wonderful for me. I mean, we're done mowing the lawn, guys. You know, we're done mowing it. I don't know how long that took. Maybe 5 minutes. You've seen me mow the front yard and the backyard. Look down and see what we're at. 5 minutes. I'll finish, you know, string trimming this thing up and edging it and everything. But my point being is that you start with the 36 if you're in a market like, you know, like I have, and then you get the 52. The 52 it'll speed you up on those bigger lawns. But here's the thing: the third mower you get, what should it be? It should be another 36. You know why? Here's why you do it. You go 36, then you go 52, then you get another 36. And the reason that your third mower is another 36 is because if you build, watch how fast I grab this and just crank this thing on. Man, I love this little edger. So what I'm saying is you get a 36 and a 52. The reason that your third mower should be another 36 is because if you build your schedule with these profitable lawns that require the 36, if your 36 goes down, you're up Poop Creek without a paddle, because you've got all these lawns now that you cannot get into the backyard if your 36 goes down. Let me tell you what, you can't go rent a 36. No rental companies have a 36 for rent to get you by until you get your mower back. So if you're trying to figure out, like, in what stage do I buy different mowers, I'm telling you that you need to get a backup 36 as quickly as possible. Because if you have built your business in a way that it requires 36, you can't afford for that mower to go down. And I figured that out the hard way when I first started my business. You know, I had my mower go down, and it was something simple like a belt, and then maybe like a pulley needed to be tightened or something, and it took forever to get it back from the dealer, and I was struggling, man. So I learned real quick how important it was to have a backup 36 when you've built your business that way. So that's why you go 36, 52, and then get the 36 for your backup. Because again, you know, you can mow all your lawns with a 36, but you can't mow all your lawns with a 52. So we're going to finish this out with just a little, maybe just a little voice commentary here with the string trimmer. People was asking about what, you know, the reason that I get rid of the trimmer guard, and you know, maybe it's just coming from people who aren't lawn care business owners, but pretty much every lawn care business owner doesn't have a guard on their trimmer, and there's a few reasons for that. Number one, it's lighter. Your trimmer is substantially lighter when it doesn't have a guard on it. Second, you can get it into places that you can't get whenever you have a trimmer guard on. It also allows you to use your string trimmer as an edger in a much more efficient way. Now, you saw me grab the edger. I recently had done a video on how to use your string trimmer like an edger. It seemed to be a popular video, you know, because a lot of lawn care guys and homeowners do that. But the truth is, if you want just pure efficiency, it's really, the truth is, guys, nothing beats picking up that edger. It's going to give you a perfect edge. It's going to be a deep edge, and it's going to be safe. You're going to have to be knocking out no windows with kicking up rocks because you got a guard on that edger. So people always ask me, you know, what do you string trim and use a string trimmer as your edger? I will occasionally whenever I don't want to walk back to the truck and there's a very, very safe scenario to do that in. But you know, even though I've recently done that video on how to do that, 9 times out of 10, if I'm picking up, 9 times out of 10, if I'm trying to edge, then I'm using the edger for that. So this brick right here is actually a little bit messy. I had to give it a couple times through here to get this just right. But you know, like here in the backyard, I'm not walking back here, you know, with the edger. You got the string trimmer with you. Yeah, let's go ahead and just bump it out, and it's just taken care of, and it just saves me an extra trip back here. So it looks like we're at 9:50, about 10 minutes here on this yard as is. This yard, I've actually got to do a little bit of extra weed eating over there on the side of the house. Typically, I would be able to get the 36 over there in that little area, but it's just so small. I don't really mind weed eating that area over there. So if you've noticed what path I've been taking with the trimmer, there's very little waste here. I'm not walking all over the yard. I've definitely got a little system down. Most lawn care guys do, but it's important to start and finish at the truck. You know, no matter what route you take, ideally that's what you're wanting to do. Now right here, I run it straight up the property line. Just run it straight up, and that gives me a line to work off of whenever I'm trimming it out and trying to finish this up. So right here, you can turn it upside down. That's what I was talking about, and you can trim those hard to reach spaces. If you've got a trimmer guard on there, you're not getting all that stuff out. So that's the reason we don't run a trimmer guard, and why most professional lawn care companies don't have one on. So yep, some nice little cleanup right here. We'll end up getting this thing blown off clean, but I hope that gave some clarification to the stander. And right here, I want to talk to you guys about something real quick.
You ever pull up to a lawn that's on the schedule and then think to yourself, I ain't doing this lawn. It's 1 o'clock in the day and you've got 5 hours left of good cutting daylight, no rain in the forecast, you got a monster schedule, but you pull up to the lawn and you look at it. You sit there and stare at it for a little bit. You sit in your AC a little bit longer on this job. Take a few more swigs of your drink. Start scrolling Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. You jump on some Florida Turf Pro videos. Say, man, that guy knows what he's talking about. And then you look at that lawn and you say, it ain't getting cut today. God, that's how I have felt multiple times this summer. I see these stupid videos, beat the heat. Nobody is beating the heat. I have got myself a good, I don't know, I gotta go all the way down this. This thing loops around. There's probably a 1.5 acre field, a curb that goes all the way down. Just a long way to go. And in that scenario, we ain't using no string trimmer, we're using the edger. But here's what I'm saying. You all respect the heat, you manage the heat, and you live to fight tomorrow. So whenever you pull up to your next job, and it's 1 o'clock and you're spent and beat, hey, every now and then it's okay. Drive on away. Rest, man. You gotta rest. You gotta make it. You ain't gonna make it if you don't rest. Okay, man, that's it. I'm going home. Went through a few shirts already. It's hot as all get out. You can't even breathe. It's like working in a sauna. Next time you feel bad about yourself for driving away from a lawn and just going home and trying again tomorrow, it's all right. Florida Turf Pros does it. I do it. You got to take care of yourself, man. And when clients call and say, hey, why weren't you here? Why weren't your guys here? Why wasn't your crew here today? You just be honest with them. That's what I've been doing. I tell them the truth, man. We are going slow and we are stopping work early. It's hot. That's what I've been telling people. Typically what they do is they'll sit there and think about it for a minute. What are you going to say to that? It's just the truth, man. It's just the truth. And if people are not understanding, they can't give you an extra day or two without just breathing down your neck the whole time and just bothering you about it, they're probably not your ideal client. Probably not somebody worth hanging on to. So yeah, man, just tell them the truth. It's hot. We're stopping early every day to take care of ourselves so we can continue to provide you service in the future. We don't fall out on your property. I'll see y'all tomorrow.